The authorship of the Book of Psalms is a rich and complex story, intertwined with the history of Israel and its worship traditions. While King David is most famously associated with the Psalms, the book itself is a collection of prayers, songs, and poems written by multiple authors over several centuries. King David. King David, the shepherd king of Israel, is credited with writing nearly half of the Psalms, 73 of the 150. Known for his musical talent, David composed many of the Psalms as a way to express his deep relationship with God. The Psalms attributed to David reflect a wide range of emotions, from praise and worship to lament and repentance. For example, Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd," is one of the most well-known passages and reflects David's experience as a shepherd. Asaph. Asaph was a Levite appointed by David to be a chief musician and leader of worship in the temple. He is credited with writing 12 Psalms, Psalms 50, and 73 to 83. His psalms often focus on God's judgment and justice, reflecting the struggles and hopes of Israel in times of difficulty. Asaph's descendants continued to serve in temple worship for generations, and their influence is evident in the psalms they left behind. The Sons of Korah. The Sons of Korah were another group of temple musicians, descendants of Korah, who was part of the tribe of Levi. Despite Korah's earlier rebellion against Moses, his descendants became influential worship leaders. They are credited with writing 11 Psalms, Psalms 42 to 49, 84, 85, 87, and 88. Their psalms often focus on longing for God's presence and the beauty of worship in the temple. Solomon. King Solomon, David's son, is credited with writing 2 Psalms, Psalms 72 and 127. His psalms reflect themes of wisdom and the prosperity of the righteous, consistent with his role as a king known for his wisdom. Moses. Surprisingly, Moses is credited with writing 1 Psalm, Psalm 90. This psalm is unique in its perspective, as it reflects on the eternal nature of God and the frailty of human life. Moses' authorship of this psalm ties the Psalms back to the early history of Israel, reminding readers of God's faithfulness throughout the generations. Many psalms are attributed to anonymous authors. These psalms, such as Psalm 1, Psalm 91, and others, reflect the collective worship and prayers of the people of Israel. They cover a wide range of topics, from personal lament to national deliverance, and their anonymous nature suggests that they were part of the broader liturgical tradition of the temple. Ezra. While the Psalms were written over a long period, from the time of Moses, around 1400 BC, to the post-exilic period, around 400 BC, the final compilation of the Book of Psalms likely took place during the time of Ezra, after the Babylonian exile. Ezra, a priest and scribe, is thought to have played a key role in organizing the Psalms into the 5 books that make up the Psalter, reflecting the structure of the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. The Book of Psalms is a tapestry of voices, written by kings, priests, prophets, and worship leaders over the course of Israel's history. Each psalm reflects a different aspect of the human experience in relation to God, whether it's joy, sorrow, fear, or hope. While King David remains the most prominent author, the Psalms are ultimately a collective work that speaks to the heart of worship and devotion across generations.